Welcome to New Gen Coders.
Welcome to the Scratch tutorial. Today I am going to explain how to create the brick game in Scratch. First, open the new file, delete the default sprite. Next, here in this game we need 3 sprites. First, I am going to create the brick. And rename the sprite as brick. Next, we need a paddle. Now I am going to draw the paddle. Okay. Next, here we also need a ball. Let's choose a ball. Okay, I am choosing basketball. I am going to decrease its size. Now, I am going to rename the sprite 1 as paddle. Okay, now let's start coding. First, I am going to start coding on paddle. Here, drag the green flag. Here, paddle. It has to move along with the mouse. So, click on controls, drag forever, click on motion, drag, go to XY, and it has to move along the mouse only in X axis. So, click on sensing, drag mouse X. The mouse Y is, here Y is negative 92. It is constant. Only mouse X should change. Perfect. You can see paddle is moving along the mouse. Now let's start coding for the ball. Click on events, drag when green flag clicks. Click on control. Okay, first we'll move the ball. Okay, once the ball hit the edge, it has to come back. For that, I am using the block if on edge bounce. Now ball is moving. Now here ball has to move complete stage. So I am using point in direction. Perfect. Since we are arranging bricks, here ball has to move up and down. Once if it hit the paddle, it will use the complete stage. Now I am going to write the code for brick. Here using clone concept, I am going to create 3 rows of bricks. Each row contains 10 bricks. When green flag clicks, click on motion, go to its position. The current position of the brick is negative 201 and Y is 170. Next, click on control, repeat 10 times. I am going to create 10 bricks in each row. So I repeated it for 10 times. Click on control, drag the tag, create clone of myself. If I execute, here clone will be created on top of the brick only. So we don't want that. We want each brick to be created side by side. For that, click on motion. I am using change X by, let me write 40. Let's see. Okay. We can increase the size still more. 45. 50. Okay. Correct. Next, in this way, we are going to create 3 rows. So, click on control, drag, repeat 3 times. We are creating 3 rows. Each row contains 10 bricks. And after creating the first row, again it has to come to the second row starting position. So, click on motion, set X to the same value, -201. Because for second row again it should come to the same position, and again change y by, here change y by some value to come to the second row. Let's try with -30. Let's see. Perfect. This is our virginal brick. We can hide when we start actual programming. Okay. Now I am going to create multiple color bricks. Duplicate. We can give points for each color brick separately. Green. Okay. Duplicate. Okay. Red. Click on code. Click on looks. Next, costume. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Now, bricks are ready. Ball is working and paddle is working. Now, let's start actual coding. Okay. First, I am going to hide the actual brick. When green flag clicks, I am going to hide, create clone of myself. Next, click on control. When I start as a clone, okay, when it start as a clone, what it should do? First, it has to show. Next, when it touches the ball, when ball touches the brick has to hide. The actual game is when the ball touches the brick has to disappear. For that we are using hide. Click on control, forever. Drag if condition. Click on sensing. If touching basketball, if touching ball, then click on looks, hide. Okay, now I am going to create a variable. Total, we are creating 30 bricks. So, I am going to create a variable called count and set count to 30 because we are creating 30 bricks. Here, each time if the ball touches the brick, I am reducing the count by 1. So, I am using -1. If the ball touches the brick, the count value will reduce to -1. Okay. Now, click on events, drag when green flag clicks, click on control, forever, drag the if condition. If count is 0, what happens? If count is 0, then it indicates all our bricks are hit by the ball. So, game is over. If count equal to 0, then broadcast a message. Let's broadcast the message. Game over. Broadcast the message game over. Then click on events. When I receive the message game over, okay, we'll create some backdrop for that. Click on backdrop. Click the duplicate backdrop. Create some text. Game over. This is backdrop 2. Click on code. Click on break. When I receive game over, click on loops. Switch backdrop to backdrop 2 and click on control. Stop all. Game is done. Okay. Now let's start coding for ball. Click on ball. Now drag the if condition. Click on control, drag the if condition. Now ball is moving. If the ball touches the brick, what happens? If touching brick, then click on motion. We are going to turn the ball by 180 degrees. Okay. The actual game is if the ball touches the brick will hide and the ball turn 180 degrees. Next, again click on control, drag if condition. If the ball touching paddle, what happens? Drag if touching paddle, then again click on motion, turn. It has to turn some angle. Instead of turning the same angle, I am using pick random. It can turn angle from 90 to 120 degrees if it touches the paddle. And if the ball position is, if the ball Y position is less than paddle Y position, -115. If the ball Y position is less than paddle Y position, then, okay, first we'll create a variable lives. I am going to give 3 lives for ball. Set lives to 3. If, click on controls, if the ball Y position is less than paddle Y position, I am going to reduce life count. Click on operators, drag less than, click on motion, drag Y position is less than, the paddle Y position is -92. Okay, click on ball. If ball Y position is less than -92, then click on variables, change lives by -1. Each time if the ball Y position is less than paddle Y position, we are going to reduce ball lives. Next, click on controls, drag if condition, click on operators, drag equal to, and variables, if lives equal to 0. What happens? If lives equal to 0, then okay, we create one more backdrop. You lost. You lost. Try again. This is in backdrop 3. If lives equal to 0, then click on looks, switch backdrop to backdrop 3, click on controls, stop all. And here we'll give some warning statement. Whenever the Y position is less than -92, change lives by -1. Next, and okay, click on events. When green flag clicks, switch backdrop to backdrop 1. If its position, ball position is, if ball Y position is less than paddle Y position, we'll reduce the lives by 1, and again we'll make the ball to go to some particular position. Click on motion. Go to this and go to this position, and now say click on operators, use this join, click on variables, lives only. It will say you have only the remaining lives only. Switch backdrop to 3. Then stop all. Okay, let's see how it works. I'm going to hide the lights also. Perfect. Hope you like my video. Thanks for watching.